I call the Osseo City Council regular meeting to order for Monday, August 11th at 7:07 p.m. Looks like we have all members with us this evening. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. Look for a motion to approve tonight's agenda. Yeah, got a motion by Councilmember Schultz. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Cook. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes 5-0. All right, number 5, consent agenda. Any questions on that? If not, we look for a motion.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
can I make a motion to approve tonight's consent agenda but pull item J for further explanation?
Okay, we got a motion by Councilmember Cook to approve items A through I, removing J for additional discussion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Harkoff. Any further discussion? See none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes 5-0, okay? Councilmember Cook.
I just wanted,
Aye.
I just wanted
Or
this,
J, excuse me.
to just maybe just some explanation for the general public as far as what this agreement is and why it was necessary to move forward with the application process.
Mayor Poppy and council, this was a labor peace agreement, had to be approved through the city so that we could move forward in our licensing process for cannabis. And so we approached the Teamsters, I believe, and had a back and forth between them and us and City Attorney Teachin and her group to get our labor peace agreement done, and it's ready to go. And what we would do is take this, if it's approved tonight, we upload it into the portal for a cannabis license to move forward, and then once we have a location, then we'll get granted hopefully a cannabis license. So,
Mayor,
Yes.
may I add just a comment?
Yep.
Council, I did review this. I had suggested some revisions that I felt were appropriate, including some references to the Minnesota labor law. But also, if you'll note, there's some language that I proposed adding in towards the end on assigning this document. Ultimately, I think with the city's model that it's intending to follow with having an independent contractor manage and operate the business, that ultimately this contract would be assigned to that contractor, because I think the intention is that the cannabis business employees would be their employees. So they would be the ones who would be required to have the labor peace agreement. So this is really kind of a preliminary step for the city to obtain its license. And then we envision ultimately that this labor peace agreement would be assigned to your management company, your operator, who would then kind of take that over.
That's all I need. Thank you.
Okay, with that, would you like to make a motion?
What am I motioning?
Well, we have to approve. the
Okay,
vegetable.
sorry. I'll make a motion to approve item J on the consent agenda.
Okay, I got a motion by Councilmember Cook to approve item J of the consent agenda with the approval of the labor peace agreement.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Schultz. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Motion passes 5-0. All right, next, matters from the floor. Any wishing to speak, please step forward. Fill out one of the yellow cards there, and we'll call you up. Any matters from the floor? Third time, matters from the floor are now closed. All right, 7A, approve special business. Approve special event permit for Duffy's Lions Roar.
Mayor, council, this is pretty typical for every year during Lions Roar. This is a special event permit for Duffy's. It's gone through review by all department heads and signed off. So we're asking that you approve the Duffy's party during Lions Roar.
Questions? We'd look for a motion.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
make a motion to approve Duffy special event permit for Lions Roar.
Okay, I got a motion by Councilmember Schultz to approve the special event permit for Duffy's. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Harkoff. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes 5-0. All right. Letter B, accept donations.
Mayor, Council, resolution accepting donation to the city of Osseo, whereas the Osseo City Council is generally authorized to accept contribution of real and personal property pursuant to Minnesota statute section 465.03, and whereas the council agrees that said donation will be a benefit to the citizens of Osseo, and whereas the following has proposed this contribution to the city of Osseo, and the donation be used for a specific purpose as indicated below. The donor is the Holiday Gas Station in the amount of $232 and designated to the police department.
Right. That was the money raised, I think, on the kickball, wasn't it?
Yep, it was a kickball and then I believe some stickers
Yeah.
that were sold up there too for us.
That's great. All right, look for a motion to accept tonight's donations.
So moved.
Okay, I got a motion by Councilmember Schultz to accept donations as read. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Cook. Any further discussion? Seeing none, Attorney Teachin, please.
Thank you, Mayor. This is resolution number 39. Councilmember Schultz.
Aye.
Councilmember Cook.
Aye.
Councilmember Torres.
Aye.
Councilmember Hartkoff.
Aye.
Mayor Poppy.
Aye, motion passes 5-0. All right, number 8, public hearings. No public hearings this evening. Number 9, old business. Approve first reading of ordinance 2025 amendment sections 153.150 and 153.151 of the city code related to the variance and conditional use permit.
Mr. Mayor and Council, I'm going to turn this over to Councilor Teachin.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. So this is an item that's being brought back to you. We did discuss this at our last meeting. Just a very brief summary. The Planning Commission held a public hearing and discussed the proposed amendments to this ordinance on July 21st of 2025, and the council discussed the proposed amendments at its last meeting. There was a direction to have us bring this back to the council for a first reading. The council at its last meeting accepted the Planning Commission's recommendation to eliminate a public hearing requirement for variances and to continue having the Planning Commissions have the role of conducting public hearings for conditional use permits. As I summarized at the last meeting, the ordinance amendments are really intended primarily to bring the code up to date with applicable state statutes, and in addition to just some general revisions for clarification. And we also did include some language that would make a variance void if substantial development or construction has not taken place within 1 year of the approval of the variance, and that was something the council was supportive of at the last meeting. Otherwise, most of this is pretty general cleanup. I'm happy to have discussion on any items if you want to. Otherwise, we are looking for and recommending that the council approve the first reading of the ordinance.
Questions, council? If not,
Mr. Mayor? Yeah, I read through both the red line version were provided later or earlier this afternoon or this morning, whatever, and then this. The only thing on this, looks like all the changes that we asked for to be considered were in there. The only thing is in the one in the packet, there's some odd punctuation included, specifically on the first page, like upside down exclamation points and a bunch of different things. And so I don't know what that's in there, but I'm happy to make a motion approving it just to make sure the punctuation is corrected. You see that?
Page 62
Yeah.
of the electronic version.
Just that first page, there's a bunch of weird stuff in there, so I think it was probably
Where?
some formatting.
It's not on my version.
It's not on mine either.
So as long as whatever version goes in, it's fine.
Okay.
Right here. See, like the upside down exclamation point.
Yeah, it's typographical error. Yep.
Okay, well, we will make sure any of that is cleaned up. I don't see that on my version, but it must have maybe just somehow got inadvertently incorporated
Yeah.
it somehow with the redlining or something, so we'll take care of that.
We got a motion by Councilmember Schultz to approve the first reading of the ordinance amendments. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Cook. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes 5-0. All right, 10, new business. 10A, approve supporting an application to the Minnesota Brownfield Gap Fund Financing Program.
Mayor, Council, we talked about this Boom Park expansion project, some grant funding that when at our last work session in July, we had talked about WSB has to do an environmental assessment to help with the grant funding that we have from the federal government for $500,000 was $47,900. We spoke about applying for some brownfield gap financing program grant, which would cover a portion up to the of the upfront costs for the environmental review. If awarded, the city of Osseo would receive about $20,675 from the brownfields toward the total cost of the review. The brownfield grant funds would reduce the upfront costs associated with the environmental assessment from $47,900 to $27,225. The city's portion would be paid from the park fund. So we're just looking for supporting and then being able to help WSB move this forward for applying for this grant.
Okay, questions, council? If not, we look for a motion.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
make a motion to approve the application support it for the Brownfields financing program.
Okay, got a motion by Councilmember Schultz to support the application to the Brownfields. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Cook. Any further discussion? See none, Attorney Teachin, please.
Thank you. Resolution number 40, Councilmember Cook.
Aye.
Councilmember Torres.
Aye.
Councilmember Hartkoff.
Aye.
Councilmember Schultz.
Aye.
Mayor Poppy.
Aye, motion passes 5-0. All right, 10B, approve accounts payable.
Make a motion to pay the bills.
I got a motion by Councilmember Schultz to approve tonight's accounts payables. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Hartkoff. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes 5-0. All right, administrator report.
No report.
Council and attorneys report. Attorney Teachin.
No report.
Councilmember Hartkoff.
No report.
Councilmember Torres.
No report.
Councilmember Cook.
No report.
Councilmember Schultz.
No report.
All right, just a couple of general announcements here to kind of finish off the meeting here. We've got a Public Safety Advisory Committee has a vacancy for a resident committee member. Term goes until 12/31 of 27, so please submit letters of interest to the city clerk by September 12th here at City Hall. And also just wanted to make, again, continuing with our Osseo 150-year celebration, they invite you to a special event on Wednesday, August 20th, 7 p.m. here at the Community Center. Let's join as we celebrate Osseo's history and welcome author Kevin Callahan to talk about his book, Brothers in Arms. Mr. Callahan takes us on a historical and powerful visual journey of 72 brothers who are buried side by side in American World War II cemeteries. Osseo's very own Earl and Harold Finau are two of the brothers featured in this special and very compelling book. So if you have an interest, Wednesday, August 20th, 7 p.m. here at the Community Center. So mark your calendars for that. And with that, moving on, adjournment.
So moved.
Got a motion by Councilmember Schultz. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilmember Hartkoff. Not debatable. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes 5-0. We're adjourned at 7:21. Thank you.